Alright, join the screen share, you rodent.
I'm in it.
Okay, I couldn't see Futaba's gaming chair in the bottom left, but alas I do now. Okay, I started OBS by the way.
Okay, now I can't be racist anymore.
Damn it. No. Alright.
Why is 8 Vegeta there?
This is, so, the way I built this...
Where's Cheeto?
Oh yeah, I added a Riz tier, which is just...
Oh, hell yeah.
So, the way this is formatted, every unit, we're gonna compare them on their best teams, 14 stars, and if they have a Zenkai 1400%, if they have a Platinum Equipment Z+, red slot third, you know, the whole gist.
Add that.
Starting strong with MVP 17. My first opinion is here.
I would honestly put him S.
S, you think?
Yeah, and just for one simple reason, Rose. That's it.
Yeah, well,
Rose,
yeah.
Rose just completely fucks him.
Well,
he can 2-card him.
Well, if it strikes, but I mean, with, like, Rose pulls a lot of blue cards, it's kind of like half his appeal, and this guy just kind of, like, fucks blue card damage. So, I mean...
Yeah, but regardless, he can still just fucking mutilate him.
Yeah. I mean, granted,
like,
just an FYI, the Riz tier is not exclusive to just, my fellow comrade Rizjito.
Oh, was it just above Z?
It's double Z tier,
so,
but also
it's also
applicable to Riz.
Oh yeah, obviously.
But they can't.
Why is Ultra Boo here already? He's not even fucking out yet.
Because we can still judge his kid.
I mean, his kid's making him look like he's gonna be the best in the game.
Yeah, his kid is pretty good, but also his team suck. But for now, I'll move him down here. Ape Vegeta. Okay. Any objections?
No. He's usable. I use him when I want to have fun. He's bad. Don't get me wrong. Okay.
Okay. There we go. Kid Buu. I'm
bench.
Yeah.
I have a good reason. Hear me out.
Negative Riz tier.
I have a good reason for why he's strictly bench, right? Jay likes him. I don't like Jay.
That is true, and this is real. Alright, next up. But
the Vegeta portion of Boo Bros.
So, okay.
Only the Vegeta portion.
Well, it's funny, because when I went to save a picture of the tag characters, it only saved the second tag portion of them. So, Vegeta, Blue Bros Vegeta's right down here. Then, Android 18's on the right. Like, it only saved that one for some odd reason.
Where did you get the pictures from?
Legends Z-Space.
What the fuck? Why? I saved pictures from there before and they were completely fine.
Yeah, and that's where all these are from. Except for this. It only did that. Boo Bros. They're not that good.
They're top 10, but they're like
I don't even think they're top 10.
I think they're top 10, but they are 10.
I think they're way too squishy, and the Transcendent Kamehameha, it takes too much time to prepare. Because you need 2 full combos for it to actually get off. And the likelihood of getting 2 full combos with this guy in this meta, where you pull 7 cards and rush, is pretty unlikely.
Okay. I honestly think the Goku side of the tag is actually
the Goku side is just an updated Dragon Fist. Like, the Goku side is really good.
The Goku side is really good. Where they fucked up is the Vegeta side. The Vegeta side's meant to be, like, the defense. And he doesn't have any fucking defense.
Yeah, I think they should have designed him more like they did Monkey Bros, where Goku is offense, and then Vegeta is just to extend and do a what is it called? A gameplay loop back to Goku.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Vegeta
having someone go from mega offensive powerhouse or combo to then being a hyper defensive, where, like, how is he meant to do that? When you tag with a unit, you're supposed to tag, ideally, to continue a combo, or to play on someone's weakness. But being a defensive unit, you can't do that.
Okay, honestly, I think that the Vegeta side of the tag would have been a lot better if he had the same green card he has during the Transcendent Kamehameha the entire time.
Oh yeah, the block? No, that It would be pretty good. I think having stop times is pretty good though, but
I mean, yeah, but this is a defensive unit. You're not.
Yeah.
Your aim is not to combo with him.
I know, which is why it's weird that they made him defensive. They should have just made him a combo extension, which would have been kind of a repeat of all the other tag units. But I mean, still, I think that would have been better.
But it's Super Saiyan 3, which makes it good.
Real. It makes it awesome and immediately the boy tier. Frieza. Okay.
Hey, whoa.
Also, any objections?
No, very huge objection. He is, like, don't get me wrong, his defense actually isn't bad. But his damage is fucking horrid. But his green card and his support is unmatched. Okay, no, it's
but
very
what team are you running him on?
LOE.
And how are you running LOE in this meta?
Cooler.
No.
Cooler is usable as long as you don't run into one of the many top 5 units.
As long as you don't run into half the game.
No, but seriously, he is not strictly bench because he is pretty good.
I
would say C.
I would beg to differ on C.
Actually, no, yeah, D.
I would arguably say F.
No.
Like-
The only reason I don't say F is because he provides a lot of blues, he provides a lot of greens, and his support is actually really fucking good.
But you can't run him on LOE. Like that team just does not exist currently. It doesn't.
I mean, shit. Just look at whatever fucking Ryuden does whenever he runs him. He runs him with like fucking, I don't know, like Ultra Rose, and then he just runs Rev Frieza.
Yeah. He can stay there for now. Sort of hope. Meh.
F.
I don't
I like how we just have a tier below F that's just maybe.
Yeah, I mean, think about his teams. Vegeta Clan, boom, outshadowed by Boo Bros. Super Saiyans, you're not running that team. Future,
He's not even Super Saiyan, he's Super Saiyan 2.
No, I think this one's Super Saiyan.
No, he's Super Saiyan 2.
Shit.
Actually,
Future,
hold on,
outshadowed by
wait,
this guy.
I'm gonna pull up Z space and check real quick.
Okay, but while you're doing that, also having a hyper restricted endurance, which you need 2 Vegeta Clan or Future members, you're not using him. Like he's not good.
Yeah, seriously,
he needs a plat.
No, I mean, a plat could work, but I think he would benefit a lot more from a Zenkai.
Yeah.
Just because his kit is somewhat outdated. There are some parts of it that are still actually pretty fucking good, but like most of it is outdated.
Yeah. Rose, there's no debate.
What, LF or Ultra?
Ultra.
I'm not looking right now.
No, I put.
Oh
him,
yeah, no,
I put him C.
he's top 3.
Easily. All the 3 new Ultra releases, I mean, excluding Boo, because he's not released, are all easily Z tier.
You're right about or sort of hope he is Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I remember that, because I wanted to run him on Super Saiyans originally, and then I'm like, wait, no endurance, L. But
Wait, what?
Yeah, you have to run him if you run him on any team that isn't with 2 battle member units that are Vegeta Clan or Future, he doesn't get endurance.
I thought he got endurance after his gauge pops, though.
Nope, it has to be with gauge pop and 2 battle members that are that are either Vegeta Clan or Future. Yeah, that's why I said hyper specific. Okay. It sucks.
Yeah, the only reason I thought that is because the only team I've ever used him on is Vegeta Clan.
Yeah,
that's because I just needed a filler unit.
Yeah, but Rose, Z tier. There's not a debate.
Yeah.
He's just really powerful. There's not really any other option there. Trunks. Trunks is actually really good. The only issue is he has no spot on his teams. On Future, he's replaced by Rose. And on Hybrids, you're not running this guy, because you're running the core 3 being Pan, Future Han, and Beast Han.
Yeah.
So, he is good.
I do see people using him on Hybrids if they don't have Future Han high stars, or they don't have Revive Gohan high stars. I do actually see him used.
I'm gonna put him top of B. Because, like, I
don't
know if he sits...
B, but that's fine.
I don't know if he sits near A enough with this guy, but also he's not nearly... Like, he's definitely gapping this guy in terms of usability.
Yeah.
Frieza... There.
Zenkai immediately.
Yeah, he needs it. Like, he doesn't do anything anymore.
The only good thing he does
It's
is
endurance.
passively nullify endurance.
Yeah, but even still, now we have units that just cancel that effect on.
Oh, we have one.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
wait, no, boo. Never
Boo
mind.
will do it now too. So, but he needs something. He needs a Zenkai. Bring back
Ooh,
Eloise.
actually, maybe there is a possibility for him to get a Zenkai soon because of Ultra Boo, yellow powerful opponent. I mean, it probably won't happen, but it's a possibility.
Where's Jito?
Oh yeah. Actually, why didn't he get a Zenkai?
I don't know. Beast Time.
Easy S.
I'd either say top of A or bottom S.
Okay, hold up.
I don't. I think Beaston is 8. I'll put him here for now, but we'll change. We can move him around. I don't think he's good enough to be next to this guy.
I honestly. Okay, so hold up. We didn't talk about this before, so I'm assuming like we're doing things like Beast Gohan's better than Boo Bros because he's at the top and. Shit.
Oh yeah, this is in order. In order in terms of like the row is chronological left to right.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm fine with leaving him on A for now, but by the end of this list, I honestly think he'll end up at bottom of this.
Probably, maybe. I mean, as of right now, he does not deserve to sit next to MVP 17. 17 just does too much for, and also, when you're running 17, you can run on any team. Like he's a good enough support and good enough tank to where he can be run with anything and make anything look good. You have to run this guy with Pan and Future Han. You can run him next to Gogeta Blue, but he also needs to be next to Pan. Like, he needs Pan to do damage and stuff like that. Bardock. Go on, what are you going to say?
Bardock. I was going to say he definitely, back when he came out, he definitely did not need Pan to do damage, but now...
Oh, yeah, no, he was number one
The game has
easily.
evolved.
But now that we have this guy in Z, he needs Pan. Like, he just needs it.
Yeah. He needs Pan at, just at the minimum.
Yeah.
Preferably with even more support.
But I think he's still solid. He just needs the support.
Bardock?
Yeah.
Bardock is the perfect example of C.
Yeah. Bardock isn't terrible. Having a defeated battle member, giving you endurance, and also giving a green card vanish restoration, pretty strong. Downside, all his units are EXs.
Yeah.
All of his units, why? Why not just give us a full sparking Bardock team? That would be sick.
Exactly. You don't even have to make him super good. Just make him shit. Just make him do something.
Just make them supports. Or just give this guy a second plat. Fuck it.
Awaken his plat.
But I don't know. In this world, in this economy, he doesn't. He's just mid.
He is the perfect example of mid. He could still be run. He just probably won't do much.
Yeah, he just sits there. Dragon Fist. Honestly, I want to put him next to Bardock.
Yeah, so do I.
I'm gonna put him above Bardock though.
So that's fair.
Because I think his gauge. I think his gauge is just stupid good. Filling his gauge up and then entirely negating someone's vanish while restoring your own is super powerful. His ultimate going time neutral is still really powerful. His lock it on blue card with gauge full. He does a lot of good stuff. He just dies in one hit. So you can get a combo going, but he won't do that much. And
also, this game has evolved so much since the 4th anniversary. He just, even damage wise, besides his ult, he doesn't really do it.
Yeah, I hope for him to get a unique or something, or a plat.
Yeah, so do I.
But as of right now, he just doesn't. He can't do anything.
My first post on my fucking new Twitter page was literally, I hope the next LF to get a plat is Dragon Fist.
Real. Follow Twitter, by the way. Where is it? There it is, down here. Because I linked my Twitter to make this.
Add mine down there.
I will.
Just do it in post editing. Just slap a really bad PNG down there.
I'll put it in the Riz tier.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Gogeta Blue.
Riz.
There's not really an argument that you have to make for him. It's just he's good. He does everything. 40 counts pass and he gets vanishing back on everything. His blue card is stupid. His gauge is stupid. It guarantees you negate an entire combo. Endurance nullification on rush. He does too much. And
he also just completely takes away part of your fucking, like, he just takes away an entire attack.
And he also removes your hand with main ability. So,
Yeah.
so like, what is a man to do to a god? Cooler.
B.
Yeah.
I would say B above Trunks.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm gonna put him.
He's cooler today.
I
still
got
usable.
washed by a cooler a day or two ago. Granted, I was using Bardock for a video. I was using
the yellow one or the blue one.
The yellow one. Like I got decimated by a cooler, so he can still be viable or be usable, but like he got replaced by Pan on his teams.
Okay, hold on. I will point out the two major flaws with Cooler. Number one, he's Gohan. Number two, Ultra Gogeta Blue.
He can still like fight this guy pretty well. Like he can actually do good against Boobros because they're not that strong themselves. But Beaston throws him out of the competition. Even Vegito Zenkai kind of throws him out of competition. Zamasu just doesn't let him do anything. Like
I mean, shit. Even fucking LF Boo could probably just
even this fraud of a unit could kill him theoretically. Ultra Kaioken.
Oh my god, this is my favorite unit. I fucking love Ultra Kaioken. That being said, I'll be the first to admit he should go in C.
C? I think he's more usable than these guys because we're looking at his teams. Honestly, I'm gonna put him here for now, and my reasoning is we're looking at him on their best team, and you're running him with MVP 17. And
yeah, that is true.
He, one, counters his weakness, and two, buffs him out of the water. Like,
yeah, you have seen my most recent video because you fucking commented on it. Some dude in the comments said, "What the hell did you feed your Kaioken?"
You feed him this guy. You feed him one juicy, succulent slurp of his semen.
Yeah, and then he has a side dish with Zenkai buff.
Yeah, I know, because he got Evil Vegeta Zenkai too, and what's his face? Transforming Kaioken Goku to buff him. So like
I have 14 skies.
So he can be good. It's just you have to run him on this team. It's the same with Beaston. Like they can both be really strong, but you have to run them on like their specific team.
Yeah.
There's not really anything interchangeably. Him. Okay. You're not.
Glad we got that established.
Yeah, just him. You're not.
And we don't even need to explain. Just move on.
Yeah. Vegito.
F.
I put him in strictly bench because
no, he can. The only reason I say F is because he is usable on a single team, and that's mono purple.
I don't. Well, who's running mono purple? And also, this guy just kind of outshadows him with everything.
I mean, yeah, but you can run them both.
True, but I say strictly bench because one, you're not going to run mono purple in 2 days when this guy exists.
That is true.
And also, Rizgito simply clears the team. But,
how could I forget?
But strike attack and defense, plus Zenkai buff for this guy, plus 12% health. It is a very strong Z ability at 14 stars. So
I find it quite funny that I was trying to argue for him to be usable on one team, and yet ever since I've rebranded, I've used him on bench in every single one of my videos.
Yeah, he strictly a bench unit. Like you don't put him anywhere else. G4.
D.
Did you say D or B?
D. Hell no, I didn't say that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, Riz! I'm gonna put on top of D. Honestly, like, if you Zenkai buff this guy twice, which you can on a GT team, he can still somewhat eat. Plus, he gets cover null on his green card, so, like, he can at least stall for a little bit. But you're not, I mean, monkeys. Like, you're not using him over monkeys.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that.
You're using him with monkeys, or you're replacing him with monkeys?
Forku. I don't know if there's
That's fair.
There's no explanation. Like, we're running on the best team. So, best team for this guy. Forku, where is he at? Down here. GT17 over here, and monkeys. That team with Zenkai buffs, unkillable. Doesn't die. Never. Like,
Exactly.
2 saves with this guy. Very tanky, plus a team heal on this guy. These guys heal with every card. They heal with switch. Like they
AoE
do,
green.
Yeah, they do too much. So like they're on his team. He's stupid. He eats damage like crazy. He's got 2 saves. He has a 15 sub count increasing green card. His blue card does pretty good damage. His ult is stupid. He eats like a truck. Like he does too much. So,
The only complaint I have about him is the fact that he has to be on GT to get another save. But that's literally it. That's his only flaw.
Yeah, that's the only issue with him. But I think it's pretty safe to put him there. Like
that's
easily
that's a rare example of Legends balancing.
like you know, like with these two, how he said they have to be run on their team. So does he, but he's just better at doing that.
Yeah,
he works better on his own team.
And even then, at least Forku can still be run on like not on GT, and he can still be used.
Yeah,
he just won't have 2 saves.
Yeah, he still does crazy support. He still does eat a lot of damage. He still does do a lot of damage. It's just no 2 saves. Jiren.
F.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah,
actually,
that's fair.
Because
actually,
if you're running him with this guy, he can actually tank pretty well. Like running him with MVP 17, it does actually give the team a bit of beef. But also, MVP 17 is kind of set up to be the tank on the team. So running him with MVP 17, it kind of you have 2 tanks and it makes it a little bit awkward.
Ultra hit.
What?
Ultra hit. That's all you need for offense.
I mean, I don't know. I like Roshi and I like UI obviously.
Okay, yeah, that's fair, but like,
you know what? I'll move him.
Maybe
I'll move him
just
C.
because. Yeah. Okay. Put him at the bottom of C though. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Okay.
Or at least in the
well, if you're running him on his best team, he's better than these two. He does better. These two on their best teams, Movie Sagas, this guy's getting 1 shot. What, Team Bardock? That's not a team. It's just agony. This guy on Universe Reps, he can actually tank.
Okay, but I just don't like him.
Okay. Vegeta Trunks. This is actually...
Honestly, I think this is the hardest one so far.
When I did my original tier list on my own, I genuinely put him above... I think I put him right around here. Because I think the ability to have a guaranteed 2 counts of stall by using 2 cards, like 2 blasts, is really strong. Because what you can do is, you swap in, use a blast, boom, that's immediately 1 card they can't really switch or they can't really do anything to disrupt your combo. Immediately use another blast. If you pursuit combo 2 blasts, it still keeps the nullification. Then you tag switch. Then use another card, or another blast. Boom. That's immediately 3 cards guaranteed that they really can't do anything. And then if you pursued another blast, like because they pull 2 blasts, like Trunks does at least, you can guarantee nearly like 4 counts of just them not doing anything. Like it's definitely, he's a really strong stall unit. Plus, they reduce ki, 50% health, they reduce 80 ki, and then 30% health, they reduce 100. That's stupid strong. Like that is a really good ability, and they can somewhat eat. Like they don't. Granted, they're not the best tank in the world.
Oh no, they can.
They can definitely like eat some damage. They're not meant. They're not meant for it. But they're like pretty equivalent to like Gogeta Blue in terms of eating.
Honestly, I would put them above Beast Gohan.
I'm hitting a bunch of notes. I don't know. I think Beast being run on his teams does more than this guy can. Like, vanishing back after his unique fills on green, on blue, on ult. You can cover null for 15 counts. You get type neutrality for 15 counts. Like, he does too much. He also heals a crap ton with his main ability. Pan also heals him. He gets a green card from Pan. So I think running him on his team does more than running this guy on his team, because his team is built around him. Beast Hans is built around him being Beast Han, whereas this guy is more of a side unit who stalls. So I think Beast Han still sits above him, but he doesn't go anywhere higher than A.
Yeah, that's fair.
Broly,
oh, hey, I just did a video on him.
I'm in the
You should go watch it.
Oh my god, sex. No, no. bad. Death.
Yes,
Death.
seriously. With Bardock crits, I could not do any fucking damage.
I used I'm editing it now, but I used Purple Whis, LF Gogeta Blue, and LF Broly. Broly got one shot by Boo-Bros, and Gogeta Blue one comboed both Bird Coup and Blue Bros. Or he one carded Boo-Bros. One blue card. Which, that is a stark difference. These guys both released at the same time. This guy cannot do shit. And
yeah,
where is he at? This guy is still one carding people. So,
yeah.
So
one carding units that literally just came out.
Yeah, like it's astronomical the difference. And like this guy needs Snowball, and when you're a 3-year-old unit and you need a Snowball, you can't. Like you're not allowed. It doesn't work.
In the video, in my recent video that I fucking used him, I had him double Zenkai buffed. I have him at 13 stars. Had his unique equipment on him. Gave him Bardock buffs. He still couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
literally put in 0 work.
He could tragic.
I popped his ult, used it on a Gogeta, an Ultra Gogeta, not Blue Super Gogeta, Ultra Super Gogeta. He was at half HP. He got Bardock crit buff. Like he got Bardock crit buffs. He already he snowballed. He still couldn't fucking kill.
Yeah, he is a tragic example. Like if there is a chain of command for Zenkais, I want UI Zenkai, Gogeta Blue Zenkai, then this guy immediately after.
No, I went G4 before Broly. G4 is just cooler.
Real wrist here. Corrupt Merge Zamasu. I have he is my love child. This is my favorite unit in the game.
Yeah, because you got a video with 500,000 views by using him.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, I'm gonna put this guy at top of C. Like, I still use him to this day. I use him, so what I do is I leader slot Gogeta Blue, and then I use Rose and this guy. Zenkai buff this guy one time. My build with this guy, with his platinum equipment, he had in 2 health buffers, because you can run 2 health buffers on future. He has 3.7 million health. It is stupid. I still think, and granted, he's not nearly as old as this guy. This guy needs to snowball. This guy needs to snowball too, but he does it way faster, because every card he gets 2 damage inflicted buffs, not just 1. Also, his green card, being AoE, is stupid. Vanish Recovery on switch out is really strong, especially when you can force switch out with stuff like the green card, because, I mean, if you get green carded and they hit 1 card, you're most likely going to switch out after, because your unit's going to be low HP. So, I mean, I think... Also, not to mention, destroying every card when you kill a unit with this guy, and 30 counts of endurance nullification on main ability is a pretty, it's pretty strong.
Okay.
He's not meta, but I still think he could be run with the right setup.
Mm-hmm. And also, I did a little bit of thinking, right? Mono Red.
Rare moment.
Mono Red with this unit would be really fucking good.
I want to do
super
that.
Fucking good.
Only issues I don't have droids, so I can't do that. Mono Red, but I'm gonna put Gogeta Blue on it. But I do think this guy is still pretty powerful. He needs something.
Okay, think about it, right? LF androids, this guy, Cell, and then just 3 red Zenkai buffs for power for opponent or future. That team, that's a deadly team.
Yeah. I mean, he's really good. Like, if you build him with a health buffer and his platinum equipment, he just doesn't really die. Like, yeah. you can one combo him still with like Gogeta Blue and Rose, but if you have other units, you're obviously not gonna just stick with this guy and be like, oh, let's see if he lives. Like, I've had scenarios where this guy has lived a crit buffed Ultra Super Gogeta Ultimate at 2.4 million health, and he's lived. Which, granted, Super Gogeta is old, but that's type advantage with crit.
And he's also newer than him.
Yeah. So I think, like, while he is, I wish I could put him in the Riz tier. He doesn't have that. He's definitely not a Rizzer.
Yeah.
He's still, I like him a lot. I just wish they gave him more on his plat.
I have personal beef with the next one here, Revhan. You see, Tooch likes Revhan.
Okay, so Riz.
Yes, Tooch likes Revhan. And Tooch has left me on red multiple times.
This is a predicament. So what you're saying. I think
Even then, he is not. He is C at best.
I'll put him above CMZ because I think if you're running a hybrids team, granted you're going to be running the main three like we said, Bishan, Puddlehan, and Pan. But if you don't have one of those three, like if you don't have Future Han, most people sub Future Han out for this guy if they don't have him. Having revival, having sub count manipulation, having a 4-star green card, giving support buffs, team heal, like all pre-revival, and then post-revival, AoE green card, and also a guaranteed blue card draw, it's still pretty strong. Is it good enough to make him up here? No, but it's still good enough to where he could be run and feed this guy.
Win.
No. Ultra
Riz.
Super Vegito.
Riz.
We love Riz. We love the Riz tier.
Realistically, I would put him. I want to say.
Realistically, I'm putting him here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to say S. I think he's top 15.
I think right now I think he's top 10 right now, just because he has title boost again. I think him having title boost again gives him a very big edge of tankiness and damage that he didn't have when he was out of it. He is a little bit older, almost a year old now, but I think with title boost, he is really good. Like I've used him recently with these two here because ultra units are just the new wave, and he can still do a lot. He doesn't do as much as these guys, but I feel like he does more than Bishan. Because Bishan, you're locked into using it on hybrids, and I'm just not using that team. But this guy is pretty. You can float him around.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's top 10. However, on my personal fucking top unit list, I have him at 11.
Yeah, he's definitely really close. Nanaku.
I want to say C, just because
I don't.
With Krillin, Krillin giving him buffs, the fucking EX Krillin, and Bardock giving him buffs, and just the counter blue card, it's so fucking funny to watch.
It's definitely funny.
He's funny as shit. That's the only reason I want to give him D. I want to give him D because he's fucking funny.
The only reason when I did my tier list, I put him here, because 1, double offense Z ability, 2, Blue Saiyan Zenkai. So he's buffing Vegito Blue, he's buffing Boo Bros. Just on this list alone, he's buffing 2 units that are already pretty good. So and I use him all the time when I Zenkai buff. He's buffing Broly too, which I did for mine, and Broly still ate shit. But and putting that aside, I'll entertain the idea and put him here.
No, I said D, not C. Fair.
Yeah, I'll put him there. MUI.
I want to say B.
Bottom.
Bottom B.
I might put him there. I think
you're putting him in C.
I think putting him here, if you're running Universe Reps, he's a good stall. You can stall for time to get this guy back in if you get in trouble. I think you can ramp up his ult damage so he can do damage with his ultimate, but that's it. That's about it. You're only using him for 2 things: you're using him for stall and you're using him for ult damage. The
one problem he has is that he's one of the units that rely heavily on stars. If you have him anything below 8 stars.
Yeah, mine is 8 stars, and he barely makes the bar for being in this upper echelon, so to speak, of units. But I think he is better than these 2.
People ask why I didn't use him in my Universe Reps videos, because I have the motherfucker at 3 stars.
Oh, dude, use him. That's Riz-tacular. Vegito Blue. I
would say C, middle C. Above Dragon Fist, not above CMZ.
I can't fit him. Okay, there you go. Yeah, because the thing is with him, he's also replaced on all of his teams. Future and Godkey, both of them, he's just replaced by Zamasu. But on Fusion Warriors, for example, yeah, he does. And on Fusion Warriors, for example, he is actually, he can still do a lot. He's basically a less modern version of Evo Vegeta Zenkai. He can do pretty good damage. He can get Dragon Balls by force pulling cards. He has Cover Null on his ultimate, or on his main ability, which, like, whatever. But it sure is to counter that Ultra Broly. But, I mean, he's still, like, he's just a stat powerhouse. So I think that, like, C is pretty safe for him. Because his kit doesn't do a lot, but he can still do a lot, just bare bones.
There's literally only one complaint I have about him, which I pointed out in my video, which you should go watch, by the way.
Oh, real? This is a self-plug.
There's one complaint, and that's the fact that his green card does not give cover null.
Yeah, which is tragic. I don't know.
Like, just 2 counts of cover null would be perfect.
Yeah, I don't know why they did just, like, give him the G4 treatment and give him cover null on the screen. Like,
exactly.
I don't know why they just decided not to do that, but they were afraid of making a monster. They were afraid of second anniversary repeating itself. Which is understandable. LF Rose.
I would say A. I would say above Boobros.
Yeah, it's tough. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and put him above Father Son Gallica as well.
Really?
Because I think the... Like, he is a stat powerhouse, like Vegito Blue. Like, he's literally more modern Vegito Blue. But having a long-range green card, having type nullification on blue, plus AoE damage, plus hard-hitting ultimate, extreme bleed as well, that shreds your units on the bench. Like, you don't realize that does a lot, but extreme bleed does a lot. Like,
yeah, it does.
Over, like, 20 timer counts, it'll do, like, 300,000. Like, that is one card difference of health. Like, that's pretty good.
A few seasons ago, I think it was like maybe like 3-4 seasons ago, I decided to actually grind it for once, and I think I grinded to like top 5k, and I was using Blue Zamasu, Purple Rose, Androids, and Future Han, and then bench units obviously.
Yeah, he can still definitely do a lot. I don't think he fits in the upper echelon, because now there's so many units that just cancel the buff effect when the enemy uses Rush. Like, that cancel the anti-endurance, but
yeah,
I still think he is really strong. Like, he can still...
Wait, no, he has passive anti-endurance. That doesn't get canceled.
Oh, is it not? It is not cancelable.
Yeah.
Riz! The only solution. No, I still think, though, he sits there.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really change.
He's not going to be the powerhouse of Future, because, I mean, that's what Rose is for. He's not going to be the disruption unit, because that's what Zamasu's for, but he can definitely eat. Like, he can eat a combo easily.
I mean, shit, I used him as a powerhouse, and he did actually pretty fucking good.
Roshi is definitely going to be contestable between you and me.
I would say bottom A.
I want to put him here.
Really?
I really want to put him here. Because, one, you're running him with this guy, and it's the same treatment as Kaioken. Where,
I mean, yeah,
you're running him with this guy.
Kaioken.
This guy, he is a more updated Kaioken. He's got better Vanishing Restore, because it's on Switch, not Gauge Fill. Because Gauge Fill is sometimes pretty hard to get, because it leaves you open. But it's on Switch. His green card stunning, super strong. His blue card does a lot of damage. He ramps up damage pretty fast. He also gets ki back, I think, passively every 3 counts. Like, he's got the Bardock ability where he gets ki back every now and again. Like, he does a lot. Also, Mafuba, the second best mechanic in the game, in my opinion. It is stupid strong. Time skip.
Oh, okay.
My time skip is unbeatable. But I think Mafuba definitely puts him here. Like, just Mafuba alone. Because it's such a risky thing for the opponent, and it's also a very quick trigger, like, reaction thing you have to do. Because when you get Mafuba, who are you sacrificing? Are you gonna put a bad unit in Mafuba so you can try and make a 2v3 comeback with good units, or are you gonna put your best unit in Mafuba, which risks you getting shredded for the whole match, and then you have to make a 1v3?
Yeah,
like it's still really strong. I don't think it's as strong as Beast Hunt on hybrids, but I think it definitely outshines these guys on their main teams. Just because he's very versatile.
Okay, there's 3 problems I have with Roshi.
Uh-huh.
One, he needs some stars to actually be able to do shit.
Yeah, I Z power mine to 7. That's why I'm
Yeah.
confident in his ability, because I have him really high stars.
Yeah, he needs some stars to be able to do shit. 2, he is very squishy. Like
Yeah.
he dies fast.
Very. But I mean, again, that's why the Vanishing Restore is really good, and also because you're running him with the 17, you have a bailout option, which is just this guy. Like, this guy will bail you out of any combo of any damage, whatever.
Yeah, and then the third problem I have is that he's one of the few, like very, 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 very few modern units that you actually need skill to use and don't hold your hand the entire match. Like,
Really?
you need to be good at the game to use Roshi. You need to be good at the game to use Kaioken. You need to be good at the game to use Rev UI. Like,
Yeah, because he doesn't have and that main thing is because he doesn't have cover null. Like, you need
That,
to know
and
when
also
you
he's
need to
very
know when to
squishy.
drop your combos. You need to know when to do certain things with him. But I think he's just really strong. Like, you can easily just stall out 25 timer counts, because that's not a lot in a match. Land one card, switch this guy in, main ability, boom. Someone is immediately locked for the match. Like, the Mufuba is just a really good mechanic.
oh yeah, also another problem that I just thought up. There's a lot of units that destroy cards on switch-in, or like just completely tank your fucking key, like Samazu.
Well, Roshi gets key. Like, I might be wrong, but I think he gets key on both switch in and enemy switch out.
I don't think he gets on switch out. I know he gets on switch in. I don't think he gets on switch out. I think he gives key to battle members whenever he switches out.
Possibly, but he doesn't have key issues. Like, I think.
Okay, Zamazu makes him have key issues.
Well,
Zamazu makes
I was
everyone
gonna say
have
Zamasu
key
makes
issues.
everyone have key issues, so it's kind of hard
Yeah.
to like to be like, oh, yard counters him when he yard counters every unit's combo.
Yeah,
To
no,
be
no,
fair.
no. That's not what I was saying. I wasn't specifying it. I was just saying, like, Zamazu is a huge fucking problem for this unit.
Yeah, I still think I still think he does enough though. When
Honestly,
applies the following effects to self when enemy switches characters while this character's on the battlefield. Restores key by 20. That is exactly
Oh,
enough
okay.
to use an ultimate.
oh yeah, all right.
So I like, I still think he's very strong.
I would put Rose above him, but other than that, yeah, that's fine.
Well, I wouldn't. Fuck you.
Okay.
I'll leave him here for now. At the end, we can contest it. Droids.
Androids, bottom A. Droids are still really fucking good. Actually, I would put them above Boobro.
I don't know about above Boobros.
No, I would put them above Boobros. They tank about the same, and they just simply have more utility.
I think they have more
They
utility.
build up faster too.
I don't know about the tanking. They definitely have more utility. I'll give that. The green card
they have
is
more
really
utility.
good. The Covernal's really good. Also,
They
their
have more
kit-
utility. They build up faster. Their defense is about the same. Bubo's Vegeta when he's in Transcendent Kamehameha. He's gonna tank more, obviously. Vegeta normally, maybe. I think it depends. I think it depends on the other unit.
I think their kit synergizes better with each other. Like, Android 17 and 18 synergize a lot more tag switching out than this guy does. Granted, I think this guy is just more modern. Like, these guys do get cover null, but this guy gets it on every card in Goku, like in Goku's form. And and that's way more combo potential than these guys do. Because they also have the Super Vegeta effect, where they ramp their card draw every card they use. So I think comboing, these guys do more, but in terms of kit, like, functionality, or just in terms of how well the gameplay loop works, these guys are better.
Okay, my argument to what you said about the Goku doing combos thing, Goku has severe key issues. These guys do not.
Yeah, that is true. I could, I suppose I'll leave them there for now. Cell sure is a unit in Dragon Ball Legends.
Yeah.
He
I don't think we gotta explain that one.
used to be on my mainstay future team, and now he's not. Like, he gets outshadowed by Rosé in every aspect. His stats are outdated. His unique gauge takes too long to fill. Like, he doesn't do much. I think he just sits there. GT17.
Okay.
I was either gonna say top of B or A above Boobros.
Yeah, that's hard. I don't know, because I want to say top of B, but at the same time,
on their main
like
team. I was gonna say on their main team, he functions way better with this guy and Monkeys than Boobros does with any of their teams. Because Boobros doesn't really have a team. Like, Majin Buu Saga is not a team. Saiyans is just an amalgamation of really strong attackers. Like, there's no support on Saiyans, there's no defensive unit on Saiyans. Like, Saiyans is literally just what? Ultra Gogeta Blue, this guy, maybe. Like, this guy's the only pseudo-supportive unit. You're not running a Saiyan team that is gonna synergize well. And I think this guy's team synergizes way too well. So okay. I think he sits above Boobros.
I think that GT17 actually has two main teams. GT is obviously one of them.
Yeah.
On GT, I would put him top of B, but on androids with GT7 or not GT17
with MVP
with top 17, I would put him there.
I'll put him.
He synergizes with top 17 so fucking well.
Because 17 makes him beefier, and also he buffs 17's damage,
and also he hard counters Rose too.
Yeah, and not to mention 17 stacks card draw. He stacks cover null. Like, giving 17 damage inflicted, which is this guy's whole job, is really good. Also, team heal. So the tank 17 is even stronger.
And then if you run him with fucking Red 21, just infinite fucking cards. Infinite blast cards. So much fucking damage.
Yeah, he's definitely very hyper-specialized on his teams. Like, his teams are very limited, but he does really well on his teams.
He does his job incredibly.
Yeah. Blue Bros.
Time for my second favorite unit in the game, and the unit I spent 100,000 gems to pull one copy of.
Oh yeah, we love him. Riz tier. I wanna
say
he gets replaced on Godki, he gets replaced on Saiyans. You're not running a Sun Family team, you're not running a Vegeta Clan team. Like, anything that this guy does better. Just more so. And like, all these guys will hold their own on their own team better than this guy will, because this guy you're not running on his own team. You're running this guy on his own team. So it's just...
The only team you're gonna run them on is Mono Purple, and even then, nowadays, with Ultra Gogeta Blue, you can get away without running them.
Yeah, it's...
Because he just goes neutral every time you fill up that annoying fucking It's Futile.
Every time you give him an ego boost, he goes neutral.
Every time you fill up the America gauge.
Also, he gets better Vanish Restore than Boobos do. Like,
yeah.
He gets it on green card and just full Vanish Restore on Rush, which is like the safest bailout option of all time.
Exactly.
My
Majin. Third favorite unit in the entire game.
I want to put him here.
No. No, he is actually really good. I'm not even shitting you.
I'm not
know. Saying he's bottom C.
My issue is you're not running him on Vegeta Clan because you're running this guy, if you're even running Vegeta Clan. You're not running him on Majin Buu Saga because that team just doesn't exist at all. You're not running him on Saiyans because that team's an amalgamation. If you're running him, he's either a secondary option for a few teams, or he's just a bench unit for someone else because of his Zenkai ability.
Okay. But counter argument, when you are running him, he does a lot. AoE green card, blue card, it does a shit ton of damage. His blue card hits like a fucking truck, especially if you're hitting a Goku unit. It's basically a guaranteed one.
I'll put him here because I think that's good. I
would put Bardock above him.
I think his 40% heal on transform also helps bolster him, because he's also just a stat monster. Like, same with all the LF Zenkais recently. Like, he tanks a lot, he can do somewhat damage, but I think the healing also definitely helps. And I think he just does a little more than Bardock, because Bardock, like, he can do a lot, but you kind of have a certain gameplay loop with Bardock where it's like, okay, they switch, you get a card because of his platinum equipment, you get 30 key, you use a green card, restore your Vanish back. And you kind of do the same thing. You're just kind of comboing a lot, which combo comp kind of fucks you over. this guy you can do a bit with. You can play passive. You can counterplay with a green card. You can go for a blast armor blue. Like he has more options than Bardock does in terms of what you want to aggress with, and I think that kind of places him above him.
Okay. Also, with Bardock, a huge problem with Bardock is the fact that you have to set him up throughout the entire match. That includes your teammates dying.
Yeah, that includes your super awesome and cool EX units dying, which they're never gonna do because they're so good and awesome.
Oh yeah, obviously.
But
don't even need to explain this one. Yep.
Now this
oh,
guy
he's strictly bench for this guy.
Very super contentious with this guy because I love this unit. I think this unit.
I hate this unit.
I think this unit is insane. If it were my list, I would put him here.
I would put him top of it.
If it's if it's your list, you're probably putting him here. If I had to guess,
I'm putting him above Bisan.
Real okay. The only reason I argue S or bottom S is because I just think his kit like it functions really well.
Oh yeah, his kit flows well.
He is a modern day revival Gohan. Pretty tanky. Pre-transformation, Rival Gohan wasn't too tanky. This guy's very tanky. This guy can also stall better than Rival Gohan because this guy has Vanish Restore on the green cards. He has a Blast Armor blue card. He does a lot. Post-transformation, offensive powerhouses. This guy was crazy when he released. This guy had the AoE green card, the one-shotting blue card. This guy's the same gist, except his blue card is long range, so it's more applicable in many situations. His green card also gets 40 key, 50 counts of cover nullification, 40 counts of ×2 card draw speed. Like, he doesn't stop comboing. His damage, you may not think it's there, but his damage comes entirely from the ability that he can just combo forever and then pull a guaranteed blue card, and you don't have to use it with him either. If you wanna reset combo comp and use it on a different unit, you can, or you can use it with him and bomb the opponent. Like I think his gameplay loop is just really good, and I think his kit is just really well designed.
Yeah, I do agree. The simple problem for me is just that besides his blue card, I'm talking about UI by the way. Besides his blue card, just doesn't really do that much damage. I mean, honestly, I might think he's bad because, well, one, I don't have him, so I've never actually been able to test him myself, and I'm also always running Zamasu. I almost never run a team without Zamasu, so that's probably why I think he doesn't do that much damage, because he doesn't get to combo me that.
Yeah, Zamasu kills every combo, but that's for every unit, but I still think this guy is a monster. Like, I think he is very... I think people underestimate him crazily because people didn't really summon for him. Because, I mean, the moment in the anime is hype... Well, I just don't think a lot of people have him. Like, you don't see this guy run, and I think if people do have him, people run Rose over him on, like, God King Future. But I still think... Even, like, on Universal Reps, for example, if you're running him next to MVP 17... This guy is one-shotting everybody.
He's a fucking monster.
He's one-shotting everybody. He's stalling like crazy so this guy can come back in. He's got no key issues at all with this guy. Like, they synergize really well, because this guy force draws green cards. This guy needs green cards. This guy needs green cards. They do really good. But I think he does get replaced by Rose on some teams. But if you don't have Rose, this guy is like a near contentious, really good option.
Yeah.
I think he sits there.
FSK... Honestly, he actually is still good today. You just have to set him up just like Bardock. And Bardock is better than him.
Here's my issues with him. One, Hybrids is almost entirely strike-based. Beast Han, strike. Future Han, strike. Pan, strike. Revival, this guy, strike. Trunks, strike. Actually, Trunks is blast, but I think his damage is pretty, like, even. But it's all strike. And this guy is just Powerhouse Blast, and there's no good supports for Powerhouse Blast. Two, you're running Pan over him. Like, Hybrids is a team where it's just nothing but support buffs, and when you take away the support buff unit, you kind of kill the team. And you're definitely not going to run this guy next to Pan, because then you have two reds in a meta where Zamasu and Beast Han exists. And I think that's too much, like, weakness.
See, I would put him in maybe usable, specifically because in some very specific situations, I've seen him one-card Beast Han. Like, I've seen him one-card Beast Han with a fucking Blast card.
Yeah. If you have a different team, I guess you could run like a Sun Family team, like a blast base with Revival UI and I don't know, someone else. Fucking I don't know. But you're not running them. But yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I still think he is a good bench because he does Zenkai buff Pan, which is like integral to some hybrids. But we'll leave him there for now. Super Gogeta replaced.
I would say bottom of B.
Yeah, you're not.
Actually, no, above fucking Blue Bros.
Yeah, I mean, Fusion Warriors, he's still doing a decent amount. Like, he still destroys enemy cards, he still gets 2 ultimates when he's last man, he still goes neutral, he still locks in. It's strong, his damage isn't there, his stats aren't there. Like, this guy can definitely do more stat-wise and you know, tanking-wise and whatnot, but I still think his kit it definitely is really strong, because he's 4-starring blues, and both this guy and this guy love their blue cards. Like, they love them. This guy's blue card is surprisingly underrated. It does a good amount of damage, even for a defensive unit, because he builds up so much sustained damage cut for the enemy, or sustained damage, like, increase, whatever, that it shreds when it's at the end of the combo. And this guy, there's no explanation needed. It's futile to talk about.
Yeah.
Puddlehan.
I want to say bottom of A. Below Blue Bros.
Yeah.
He's not run that much anymore.
I would put him there. Because, I mean, running him in a meta where every unit nullifies endurance, this guy nullifies endurance, this guy, these guys, like, this guy. Everyone does it. And that's kind of his main appeal. Is he's got the endurance, so when you're running hybrids, you try and rush Pan, or you try and rush this guy, and then, oh no, this guy gets his endurance. You try and kill this guy early, you still have this guy's endurance to worry about. He still goes type neutral. He still guarantees buffs and healing for Beast Tom when he gets hit. So, I mean, he's definitely still usable on his team, but he's also, like, hyper-locked to that team. Same with all hybrid units. So, I think bottom of A is good for him. Broly. He's a mixed bag. I would argue
he's really good defensively.
I would argue maybe he sits here. Really? I think, granted, he is replaced by, yet again, the golden child of Legends on movie sagas, but I think if you're running maybe a powerful opponent team, you can run him next to Ultra Hit. Like, this guy in Ultra Hit is a pretty good combo, because Ultra Hit, you're using him entirely to snowball his crits, snowball his attack for a combo, and then if you get hit by a card, this guy, Universal Cover Change, 2 charges, very good. Gauge that kills Vanish, so you almost guarantee enemy switch and put you in priority. It's still really good. Like, he doesn't do damage, but his defensive utility is definitely still there.
Yeah. And, I mean, you know, I used him in, like, my past 2 videos, which you should go watch, by the way.
For real.
I'm not gonna lie, he didn't really do that much. I mean, he tanked, and that's literally it. Actually, no, wait. He got a kill.
Yeah, wrist here. I definitely think sitting B is a good place for him.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with him above Ultra Gogeta, but let's just talk about it at the end.
Yeah. Monkeys.
Either bottom S, top of A. Either one of those I'm fine with.
I'd probably putting him here. I think on his team build, he's better than Rival UI, as much as I love this unit. This guy's gameplay loop is seamless. It's probably the best tag unit to ever release, in my opinion. I think this guy's gameplay loop is just stupid. You start a combo with Goku. Goku has no key problems, ever. You switch to Vegeta, no key problems ever. Reducing card costs, building damage inflicted. You switch back to Goku, guaranteed 50 key, guaranteed blue card, guaranteed Vanish Restore. Easiest thing of your life. You're also healing 2 times at that because you tag switch twice. Like, he just does too much. And then
you get cover no on tag switch.
Yeah, on a team where you have this guy as a hyper bailout and just can eat anything when you don't need to use this guy, and you have GT17 who's feeding this guy meth, like, he just does a lot. He does too much. The LBR, where it was just Goku and Vegeta units, I hated this guy's guts. I hated him so, so much. Because he would one-shot MUI. He would one-shot, like, anyone. I didn't have my luck child here to save me. So, I think he sits there. Like, I think very competently.
Top PvP player right now.
I think very competently he sits there.
Okay, for this next one, can we add a new tier and specifically call it UI-san?
Yeah, we're gonna add it.
This is actually the only... This, in my opinion, like, besides, like, you know, the obvious ones, like the fucking heroes and shit. This, in my opinion, is the only truly useless unit in the game. You're not running him on bench.
I don't know, Ultra
You're never gonna...
Yeah.
Like, seriously, he is the only truly useless unit. You're never gonna run him on bench. Never gonna bring him to a match. What the fuck are you gonna use him for? I mean, triple UI is his only good team. That team sucks.
Yeah, he's just not. He doesn't do.
Why is the tier called 1v3 material?
Because he's 1v3 material.
Oh, no.
He
Kind of like
simply...
he gets fucking one carded.
He didn't when I use him because I'm better. In my video,
you
should watch.
Hey, a little while ago before my rebrand, I did 2 videos 1v3ing with him. You should go watch them both.
You should watch mine more. it has more views. Fuck you. Okay, hit. When I did mine, I put him here.
Yeah, dude, easily.
I like running him with this guy. It doesn't stop. This guy ramps up his damage like crazy. He gets a bunch of card draw. He gets cover nullification on his green card. Like, this guy feeds him like crazy, and he combos, he builds up his crit, he one-shots a lot of units with his blue card. He does a lot. Time skip, best mechanic in the game. Every single unit on this list, you can one-shot Oko with time stop, except for Revival UI and except for this guy. But every single unit can be one-shot. If you have a blue card and you time stop, they're dead. Use a blue card, 3 cards, ultimate, goner. It's destroyed. Mm. And you can use 2 per match. Like, if you're good enough with this guy, you can use 2. You're almost guaranteed 1, but you can definitely use 2. And it's just, I think he's stupid. I used to think he was above Gogeta, but no.
No. I honestly think that was just because he was on feature boost. I said he was gonna fall off, like, coming off feature boost. I fucking said that shit as soon as he came out.
Well,
he's still good.
When I thought he was better than Gogeta Blue, that was pre-Rose, and since Rose, God Key, these two, they work too well together.
Yeah.
But I definitely think he's really good for him.
There's one problem I have with Ultra Hit, and that's because he is one of the 3 modern units that you actually need skill to use. If you're bad at the game, Ultra Hit is not going to do anything for you, and you see so many fucking people. I've seen so many people say Ultra Hit is not top 10.
Yeah.
Which is fucking stupid.
People suck ass with him. Like, I don't think he's a high skill character. I think people just suck. Like, time skip is...
Yeah, exactly.
People overthink when to use time skip. They're like, okay, I've got to be at long range, so they have no option of deflecting it. You don't need to do that. You can use it at close range when an enemy whiffs a blue card, or an enemy whiffs a blast or a strike. You can use it after using 1 card and switching in, which is the dumbest thing ever. but like, literally, you use 1 card with this guy, you switch in, guaranteed green card... Wow. Guaranteed green card pull. Boom. The unit's immediately locked in. Because they can't switch. You can't switch when this time skip is activating. They are just boned.
Ultra Hit, I'm pretty sure, actually got fucking buffed. They buffed his fucking time stop speed. Because people were fucking complaining about it being slow.
Also, Bergamo Zenkai buff. You're running Bergamo as a health buff, guaranteed, and he Zenkai buffs this guy. Like, this guy just... He does a lot. Like, he definitely still holds his own. Ryuden unit. Here, I think this guy only Zenkai buffs 1 guy, and that's yet to be seen. But this guy Zenkai buffs Monkey Bros. He Zenkai buffs Revival UI. Like, he Zenkai buffs Rose. Like, he definitely is a good Zenkai buffer. Not to mention, double defense is pretty good if you're running a tanky build. But I think he sits there because you're not using him. He still sucks.
Oh my lord, how this next unit has fallen off the face of the planet. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, He's definitely still a good support. I still think his supportive capabilities are really good. 25% to damage inflicted and switch out is really good. Then popping a main ability and getting 25 to strike. That's 50% strike. That is very good. Granted, the setup for that is pretty tedious, but I still think it's a lot to put him here. Like, I think it's enough. Plus 10 counts reduction when rush. And if anyone's rushing, they're rushing with this guy. Most people are rushing with this guy because of Endurance Null. And if you have this guy on your team, just by chance, like if you're stupid, then he counters this guy with death damage, and it does a lot. But I don't think he does much more than that.
Yeah, only problem I have with him and had whenever he came out is the fact that you needed to make at least like 7 stars for him to actually be like really good.
Yeah,
he's fine though.
I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Kid Buu.
D.
Yeah, no,
Bottom D.
I don't know bottom. I'd say he's definitely better than G4. Like,
yeah, okay.
Definitely. And
yeah, that's fair.
This guy, hyper specific, but he is funny, but hyper specific. Regen, team sucks. Powerful opponent, it's all strike based. But this guy is still a good unit. Like,
he can stall really.
If by the grace of God you're somehow running the most stacked Majin Buu Saga Z team ever of all time, it's all blast based. I mean, you have this guy, you have the legendary Pui Pui, and you have these guys who they're interchangeable. He was originally, and then I was like, eh. Because he just sits like, I don't know, back here. But
I mean, he sits back here. He sits in the Pui Pui tier.
He sits in the Riz tier. You're right. the Pui Riz tier. But no, I think he's definitely lacking stat wise, but his kit is really good still.
Yeah.
Zamasu. There's not really.
There's not an argument. Just S.
I would probably put him above Super Vegito.
Yeah.
Like.
Zamasu's top 10 easily.
Stupid disrupt. The stupidest disrupt ever. He doesn't... You can't combo with him. The only way you can combo with him is you switch in with Zamasu, and then the enemy switches out to get key. And if you're switching in with Zamasu, you're switching into tank. Like, against a specific unit. They're not really going to switch out if you're switching against their powerhouse. Also, cover null on green card for 5 counts. Also, team
counter green card.
Yeah, counter green card. Also, very underrated mechanic. Increasing ally health restoration for every card you land.
Oh my god, yes, that is
this guy. Both of these top meta units that I run him with, because my grind team when I feel like making kids kill themselves is Gogeta Blue, Rose, Zamasu. This guy buffs health restoration. This guy heals on gauge fill. This guy heals on main ability. This guy heals on gauge fill. This guy heals on main ability. They're both healing like crazy. This guy is healing like crazy. The team does not die.
With main ability.
Yeah, the team just doesn't die. And also, he feels a green card for both of these guys, which do crazy Google green cards.
Yeah.
He's just hyper good at everything. His damage, obviously not going to be ultra tier, but his damage is still really good.
His damage is actually pretty good.
His damage is definitely not bad, but I don't... You're not looking at his damage in terms of when you're using him. But honestly, I'm tempted to put him over Forku.
I would say that's fair. Honestly, I think Tom's top 5.
I think he's really good. It's not a debate.
Gogeta my god, it's Ultra Gogeta Blue.
From personal experience using this guy, I want to put him like, I don't know, Riz.
Oh yeah.
I want to put him
not above Kaioken.
Right beneath Kaioken.
Yeah.
Because free combos, guaranteed free combos, guaranteed 4 cards almost. Lock-in counter, 5 count lock-in green card. Still really strong. Plus he buffs his strike damage by 50% when that happens. His ultimate still hits really hard. He gets permanent non-cancelable damage increases with every card he uses for 60%. So I definitely think he can still do a lot. He needs help. Like, he needs a supportive buff to actually do a ton.
He needs a plat. Like, he needs a...
Dude, he doesn't. He needs a Zenkai. Give him a Zenkai. Don't skip the plat stage. Like, if they give him a plat, they're gonna skip him and then give, like, some random unit a Zenkai, like Future Han. But I would like him to just get a Zenkai. It would be fantastic. I have secretly been grinding out yellow Zenkai Awakening Souls for, like, the past 4 months.
I've been doing that too.
Because I'm awaiting his Zenkai, because I have him red 3.
Yeah, I did.
I have VV Red 7. Like the God Key fusions, when they get Zenkais, when this guy gets Zenkai specifically, I cannot wait. I love this unit.
I mean, even then, like, he is still really good because, recently I did a video where I used him. You should go watch it, by the way.
No way.
But I used him in a recent video, and with a blue card, I one-shotted Rev UI.
Yeah,
like post revival.
And I one-shot Boo Bros. Like he just does a lot.
Yeah.
When he, like, I don't think many know this, but when I first started posting TikTok content, my main team was Revival, Blue Goku, Vados, and this guy. That team never died. This guy gets health restoration on switch in. Vados gets health restoration on switch out. Like, she also supports damage. This was my favorite unit to use up until CMZ released. Like, I love this guy to death. But I think as of right now he needs help, but he's still just super him. He's definitely him.
Alright.
This guy...
My take on this unit is probably going to be super controversial. I think F.
I'm putting him here mostly because you're not even going to... On all of his teams he's replaced. You're not running Vegeta Clan, ever, period. He's replaced easily by this guy on Future. He's replaced easily by both of these guys on God Key. And even on Vegeta Clan, he's replaced by Monkeys. He is good. He's got a Strike, Attack, and Defense Z ability, and he's got a Green God Key Zenkai ability. So he's buffing this guy, and he's buffing this guy. And these two are very good meta-relevant units. But he just doesn't... You're not using him. Like, he sucks.
Yeah. The only good part of his kit is the fact that he locks in on main.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or on Ultimate, you mean?
Not
even on main. It's on ult use.
Oh yeah, no, it's not on main. It's on ult use.
So it's...
I mean,
tragic.
His ult does a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, his ult, it can be good, but like you need to ramp up green card because green card stacks perma ult buffs, and you also need to stack your strike damage buffs. But overall, he's just there.
Ooh, Red Cell.
Yeah, transforming.
I didn't know he was on here. I love this unit.
I want to put him.
I want to put him above Beast Gohan. I fucking love this unit.
I don't know about that much. I would definitely say, I honestly maybe want to put him here. I think he is pretty good. 2 instances of full Vanish Restoration, very strong. 50% health on switch in, or when the enemy's 50% health on switch in, he gets cover null, he gets type null, very strong. He does a lot of damage, he has good combo potential, doesn't really have any key problems. His only issue, teams, I mean, Future... If you're running Future, you're running this guy for sure, you're running Zamasu for sure, and you're most likely running Gogeta Blue on leader, or you're running this guy.
Or you're running Hit on leader.
Yeah, because the issue is...
Like, the most popular team right now is Ultra Rose, Ultra Hit, Zamasu.
I think the best team, or the one that I've seen the most at least, is these 2 Ultras and this guy.
Yeah, that's
because you run this guy on leader, and then you just run these. But
yeah,
I think on his teams, which he doesn't have many of, because regen, fucking look at it. But on Future, he does actually fare well. Only issue though is his counter is one of the best units in the game. His hard counter, very hard counter. Like this Zamasu is stupid. Beaston is still pretty stupid. If you're not careful, Beaston will Oko this guy. But yeah. I still think, nonetheless, he is really... Like, his kid is pretty strong.
He is super fucking good.
So I think A is pretty solid for him.
Vegeta,
Evo Vegeta.
Don't like Vegeta that much.
I
think he barely scrapes top 50.
I would... For now...
Yeah, I feel comfortable with it.
I might rearrange it, so I think they'll move him there. Because I don't know.
Honestly, yeah, I feel...
It's I don't know. Because, like, I feel like there's too many units in this category here, but also looking at his teams, I'll move him here. Because
that's fair.
I think he... Like, Kyle Ken's utility is really good, but he can't take hits, he can't really do much damage. Like, I've had instances where Gogeta Blue has lived a raw ult card from Kyle Ken. Then I've countered a Kaioken blue card with my gauge and one-shot Kaioken. Like, he definitely lacks, but Eva Vegeta is a stat monster. Like I said, he's modern-day Vegeta Blue Senkai. He has very good combo. He doesn't have key issues, ever. Just none.
He is super good defensively.
He's the only unit that doesn't have key issues. He stacks a permanent sustained damage cut. Or doesn't stack it, but he gets a permanent sustained damage cut on green card. With this guy, he does a lot of damage. He definitely hits like a truck with his ultimate. His snowballing is stupid now that he's a Zenkai. So I think he definitely sits here. I don't know if he goes into A. I don't think he does, but I think top of B is really good for him.
I think, like, stat-wise and, like, actually, like, damage-wise, he's better than Future Han, but, like...
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of...
Future Han's utility
That's why I'm contemplating switching them, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's hard. It's hard because Future Han's utility is so good.
Yeah, Future Han, he does too much. That's where he doesn't really need to tank and or take damage, whereas this guy's kind of the opposite. This guy doesn't really mesh too well with his teammates. He's more focused on himself, but he himself is really good.
Yeah. And even then, like, Future Han, he can still do damage. He can still tank hits.
Yeah, with hybrids, he can do a lot, but you need the hybrids. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll leave it there for now. Pan! Child!
Oh my god, can we make a hell tier?
Yeah. I think Pan sits there.
It's literally just modern Future Han.
I honestly think I might move her up a little bit. I might just move her up a little bit. I'm honestly tempted to put her here.
They're above Cell.
Actually, yeah. Because the thing is, for 4 months, every team had her. You were either running Pan, Beast Han, Future Han, or you're running Pan, Beast Han, Gogeta Blue, or Pan, Rose, Gogeta Blue, or like she just you leader slot her.
She has infinite team.
Yeah, you leader slot her, and she's just a good support. Like, her support isn't locked to a specific tag. She guarantees 2 really good cards on main ability, heals, type nullification. Like, she just does a lot.
Not only that, it's not like she's one of those fucking support units like Tapion, where he doesn't really have good defense, doesn't really have good offense, makes up in support.
Yeah.
Pan, her offense is okay.
Her blue card can still do pretty good. And her defense is still really good.
Yeah, Pan's defense is really good. Her blue card's really good. Her normal damage, alright. Her green card both is very good defensively and very good offensively.
Yeah, 30 counts, by the way. 30 of 30% damage inflicted to allies. Also killing enemy key. Also killing enemy key restore. It's stupid. It's
like a main ability too. Like,
yeah, it's an abomination to behold. So I think her sitting there is pretty well. Yeah, Purple Trunks.
He's good, but I wouldn't put him. He's good. He's actually really good. I think he's underrated. Yeah. However, I don't think he slips into A.
I might put him here. I think nullifying endurance on blue card is really good.
His first blue card does a shit ton of damage.
I think his supportive capabilities are really good. Also, save is really good, especially for a team like Future, where if you're running this guy in Zamasu, you have this guy as a bailout, but in a meta where everything nullifies endurance, having a save is still really strong. Having a save for this guy is still really strong. Like, the save is definitely underrated, so I think I want to put him up a little bit, but I think this...
I want to put him above even.
Yeah, I think he sits comfortably there.
Okay, you're gonna love my argument for this one.
Riz the child. Riz.
Oh, yeah. No, okay. Same boat with First Form Frieza. His support is good.
But blast unit on a full strike team.
I mean, yeah, but still, his support is good. I mean, shit, run him with fucking FSK, Rev UI. He will be able to do something.
We'll put him next to FSK.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I think that's a good spot for him. So, top 10 units that we have, excluding the Gods of Legends. Number 1, Gogeta Blue. 2 Rose. 3 Hit. 4 MVP 17. 5 Zamasu. 6 Forku. 7 Super Vegito. 8 Monkey Rose. 9 Rev UI. 10 Beaston. I think I'm pretty comfortable with that.
Heavily. I mean, I think Super Vegito is honestly super fucking high, but that's.
I don't. I think with title boost, if he didn't, I like. So meta snapshot implying the current meta pre-fifth. With this meta, he has title boost. I think that's enough to put him over here. Because when he came out with title boost, he was, number 2, number 1 next to droids. But I think with that title boost, there's these units that power creep him. I still think he does a lot. Like, with the title, his defense goes crazy. He's stacking debuffs on the enemy, so you have units that can come in like this guy who will just obliterate them. Or you can obliterate them yourself with Vegito himself. Also, underrated, the only 2 units in the game, this guy and this guy, to cover change and then use green card. That is stupid. It gives this guy type nullification. It gives this guy a blast card. It gives this guy 30 key.
No cover null, though.
No cover null, but it still opens. It still is a very good ability to have. You know what? I think I'll put him here.
That's more accurate.
I think he's better than Beaston because Beaston's just hyper locked to his team, whereas this guy is a very good option on Fusion Warriors and can float around too. Like, you can float this guy around with these units in leader slide. You can float him around You can float him around with NV17, and they do really good. But like, his ability to be versatile on a lot of teams is really strong. I think it gives him the edge over Beaston. I don't know if it gives him the edge over these two, like initially thought, but I think it gives him enough of what he needs.
There's also another problem I have with this tier list, and that's Ultra Broly being above Ultra Goku.
You think these two should be swapped?
Yeah, I really do. Especially because for a long time, like on Legends TikTok, for a long time, there was a huge fucking war going on between who was the worst Ultra, and the 2 candidates were Kaioken and Broly.
I used to, when Broly came out, I was on the Broly hate wagon, where I was like, oh, he doesn't one card everything like all the other Ultras do. He sucks. But I think over time, because obviously that's not his intention, like, most of the Ultras when they came out, they could both eat damage and deal damage, and that was kind of the criteria I was locking him into. Okay, can he do damage or can he eat damage? He definitely eats. He surpasses every Ultra in eating damage. That was out at that time, easily. Does he deal damage? Doesn't deal much, but his card draw is really good. After 3 counts, he gets card draw.
And his key is really good, too.
After 6 counts, he gets a little 2 card draw. So, like, he definitely can deal, like, damage with a long combo. But I think Undying, all of his utility comes from his defensive abilities, and he can still tank really well against any unit on this list. I think the only unit that would stand a chance against really killing him with 1 card would be this guy here.
Either him or Ultra Vegito.
Yeah, like, these two would stand the test of one-shotting this guy. But if you're running this guy on a 14-star team with Pan, and you're running him with Pan because Pan is just the go-to Red Sagas from the movies unit. Yeah. And if you're running this guy on Sagas, you're probably running him with...
Probably running him with Beast, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say probably Beast, because that was a pretty meta team for a while.
Maybe cooler?
Possibly. Or if you're running him with a powerful opponent, you're running him with these 2 Ultras. And you have a triple Ultra setup, and that's really strong. Because the thing is, with both of those setups, is he is the defensive option, and he's really good at that. These 2 are meant to combo. They can't eat. This guy, meant to combo, can maybe eat damage. She can somewhat eat damage, but she's mainly there to support. This guy will guarantee eat the damage. He guarantees disruption. He guarantees the enemy switch in most instances. Like,
honestly, I think his green card is super fucking underrated. Offensively, it's terrible. Defensively, I would say it can potentially be one of the best in the game.
Yeah, I think I just think his defensive utility far out surpasses what Super Gogeta can do with his kit utility. Because his lock-ins is really good, but when you're locking a unit in, you're locking him in the intention is locking in with this guy and kill with this guy, and I don't think he does that anymore. I think he lacks what he had before, which was title boost and stats to murder everything. Granted, you could lock in with this guy and then just switch to Gogeta and kill, but
yeah,
the likelihood of, if you're running a fusion team, you're running Gogeta, Vegito, Super Gogeta. You're not letting any of these two die first over this guy so you can get this guy's lock-in. Like, if you're letting someone die, you're letting this guy die. Whereas, if you're letting someone die on the Movie Saga setup, or the Powerful Opponent setup, I mean, Powerful Opponent you're letting Broly die, but on Movie Sagas, you're probably sacrificing Pan, yeah. Because this guy will stand the test of time with longevity. Like, he will eat stuff and heal it all back with his main ability, and then eat again. This guy, everything. There's no explanation. But I think he definitely fits himself just a little bit above Gogeta.
If you think about it, Broly and Gogeta are kind of like Joker and Akechi, two sides of the same coin. Like, Broly, offensively, not great. Defensively, provides amazing utility. Gogeta, defensively, he's okay. Offensively, provides amazing utility.
I was gonna hit you the Zestfest overload, but we're not on the server. Damn it.
Earlier when you were talking about Gogeta Blue, I wanted to hit the fucking BBN button.
The soundboard button go crazy. But I think I'm pretty happy with this. Now, the question is realistically placing Boo. That's
Riz,
what
obviously. Like,
Boo has negative Riz. Boo scares away women. But I think if we're realistically gonna place him, I think he's probably gonna be here.
what?
I don't.
Dude, he gets like 200. I think he gets like 250% damage to strike cards. Actually, no, it's all damage, not just strike cards.
Okay, but think about it. This guy destroys all strike when gauge fills. This guy has strike cover change. This guy has universal cover change. This guy has, all his stupid shit. This guy doesn't die. This guy has save. Like, all the units that are above him are in place to prohibit his combo, which is what he wants. Whereas everything below him kind of can't really do that.
Boo has endurance. He's also going to do the same thing 17 does. Hit is his only threat. Literally his only threat. He hard counters the fuck out of Gogeta. He doesn't really hard counter Rose. He's honestly just better.
I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, looking at their kits, I would say Rose is... Actually, you know what? I went on Legend Space, and, like, his art and everything was there.
Yeah, no,
so
all of his stuff is leaked. His stats are leaked. His kit is...
Oh, I was gonna look at his stats.
His kit was...
Oh, great art. Oh, there he is.
Just like a lot of maps on Overwatch for some reason.
14.
I will say his stats are actually kind of low.
Very fucking low. What is this? Like, if we're, like, for example, looking at this guy, boom, bam, 226, which, yeah, this guy does get a lot of damage inflicted, but a whole, like, what, 12k stat differential?
I don't think those stats are right. Those don't look familiar to me at all. Because I saw his stats earlier today, I'm sure.
Well, this is without title boost, I think.
Oh, okay.
So the title boost obviously changes it, but
yeah.
But I mean, let's see. Okay, that's the ultra ability. Yeah, like 110 and 60. Those are pretty solid numbers. I think the scariest part about his kit is gonna be
his ult is gonna hit like a fucking truck. His ult's probably gonna be one of those ones that are just a guaranteed one shot on it.
Yeah, this right here is like probably one of the scariest parts about his kit. Every card, 10% special move, 10% ultimate, 10% key recovery. Key recovery is mitigatable. It doesn't really matter. These two things, with a 110% damage inflicted.
Oh yeah, also he has an
plus
AoE
a 30% damage inflicted, plus the AoE giving 20% strike. Like, these are going to be scary. Very, very scary.
He's going to be a snowball unit, just like his.
Yeah. Which, that's another reason why I placed him here. Because these guys are very good snowball. I don't know. Now I'm kind of torn. I
would at least place some Z above him.
Yeah. Okay. In the I don't see. I don't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Hit will absolutely fuck him.
It's weird.
But,
yeah,
like,
Hit's gonna butt rail him, but
I think what's gonna happen is Boo's gonna come out. People are gonna complain about him. Say, oh, he has no counter. Then they're gonna pick up Ultra Hit again. They're gonna be like, holy fuck, this unit was super good the entire time.
I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna see more Rose and more Hit. Because the thing is, these guys are kind of contending each other, but multiple ult draws and they all nullify endurance. This guy doesn't. He has a strike cover change, I believe, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, strike arts. So I mean, he can maybe counter a Rose combo, but at the same time, I think most people know how to play around a simple cover change. Like it's pretty easy to play around.
Also, doesn't Rose nullify cover change
when he fills gauge for 15 counts? Yes, and so like this guy, I don't think Boo will be able to tank that much. Like Rose has some stuff in his kit where I think the first blue card he gets hit with does like jack shit. like Rose can eat some damage, plus Rose heals a lot. This guy's gonna heal a lot too, but I think the multiple ults
he has part of his kit literally is buffed regeneration.
Oh yeah, I just think the multiple ults kind of give Rose an edge, because the thing with this meta is like, you either are hyper defensive to be defensive, hyper offensive to be offensive, or hyper support to be support. This guy's trying to do two things. He's trying to be super defensive. The only good both hyper defensive, hyper offensive unit has been this guy or Legend LFZ guys. Like, MVP 17 is truly one of the best hyper defense, hyper offense. Same with Gogeta, but that's because his gimmick is stupid. But, like, if you're trying to design a unit that's really defensive and really offensive, I don't think they did the right approach with Boo. I think endurance is good, but, like, think of how many units that, like, nullify endurance. Like, everyone does it. Like, endurance right now is not much of a threat. Well, I mean, it's on Rising Rush, correct? I think
No, it's the same thing as 17, I'm pretty sure.
No, Falling Effects grown, enemy activates Rising Rush. Activates once. Yeah, so, MVP 17, for example, his activates 3 times. It's on Blue Card, Ult, Rush, and Awakening. So, this guy's canceling enemy buffs, so he's canceling the anti-endurance, but it's only on Rising Rush. Most units, I don't think this guy's going to be defensively that insane. 60% is pretty good, but every unit that is released since MUI has had 60%. So I don't think he's going to tank that well. Like, I think this guy will tear him to shreds. I think this guy will tear him pretty well. And I think any unit that's in A tier can probably kill him with somewhat ease.
Okay, honestly, what I think is going to happen, I think Ultra Hit is going to jump to number 1 in the game. And what the fuck are their names? Rose and Boo are gonna be heavily contesting for number 2, and Gogeta's gonna be Gogeta's probably gonna be like 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really tempted to put him here because I think he just has a worse version of MVP 17's. He
does, but also Boo just does a lot more. 17.
In terms of offense, yes. In terms of his kit, 17 is doing exponentially way more.
I mean, it's the same thing with I said earlier about fucking Broly and Gogeta, just besides the same coin. One does a lot hyper fucking defensively, one does a lot hyper fucking offensively. They both just kind of do the same thing, just with
counter argument teams. Universe reps way better than regen.
Yeah, that's fair.
Way better. The only time you're using regen is this guy on leader, and you're running regen with this guy, Cell, and Zamasu, but those are the only 3 you can run. There's no other good regen unit.
Hold on. Counter argument. Powerful opponent with Hit and Rose.
This, there's not, like I said, Boo isn't, we haven't seen him, but he probably won't be that good defensively. He's not going to be nearly in the echelons of, say, these two here or this guy. And the whole team is reliant on snowballing. This guy's reliant on snowballing his ult damage with strikes. This guy's reliant on snowballing his crit and damage. This guy's reliant on building his gauge. They're all fighting through the same thing.
Yeah, but the thing is that, like, once, like, it's not like a lot of these snowball units where, like, you get the chance to, like, do a little bit here, do a little bit there, do a little bit there. Like, if you get someone, like, if you're using this team, theoretically, obviously, because Boo hasn't come out, but if you're using this team and you get someone in a combo, it's very likely you are going to kill them. Like, because Hit picks up fucking cover null on green. Other two units just do a absolute truckload of fucking damage. Rose gets 3 goddamn ultimates for some reason.
Yeah. I think a safe option here is to put him here and then change the name.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I think for now, in a all fair rating, he sits somewhere in top 5, maybe top 3. But for right now, he has negative Riz. Like,
I mean, just look at that card art, bro.
Oh yeah, the worst. I mean, like,
worst ultra card art in the game.
This is actually like not bad. I actually, granted,
it's not animated.
There were way better poses they could have done. Like, they could have done the pose where he's jiggling his stomach like a snake, and they could have done the pose where he's beating his chest. And that animation of him beating his chest, like as an ultra art, would be pretty damn funny.
It would.
Like, and Kid Buu is like meant to be like funny but intimidating. I think that would be a lot better than weird little Y shape. He's doing the YMCA dance right now. That's the issue. But I think I'm pretty satisfied with this list. What about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this list, and I will not lie. Going back to Ultra Boo, his ink brush animation is my favorite. I love his fucking ink brush animation. I just hate his card art.
His ink brush feels like a PowerPoint because it doesn't flow that much. It's like, oh, he does this, and then oh, he blows up a planet, and then oh, he looks at you, and then out of nowhere, boom, his face in full definition. Like, I think like the good parts about all the other ultras, like, for example, this guy, his eyes and his Patara highlight. Ultra Kaioken, his eyes highlight. Like, and his animation is super clean. Like,
oh yeah, his animation
the slow-mos of all of his ki, slow-mos of his, all of his body parts, like, everything moves in symphony. This guy, I mean, his is kind of rushed, where he's like, oh, base form, oh, then Super Saiyan, oh, then God, or then Blue, I mean. This guy is, like, they all flow kinetically through one scene. I think that's why the ink brushes are really cool. Like, Goku's, his is the whole scene of him going Super Saiyan. Whereas Boo's is like 4 scenes in one. It's like, okay, he's winning, then he blows up a planet, then we cut back to Boo, then he looks at someone, then he starts chasing him down. Like, there's just a lot going on.
Okay, I will not lie. Probably fucking biased when I said that, because my favorite one before was Ultra Gogeta. They both have a similar thing of space.
Yeah, but I think this is a pretty, I think it's a pretty solid list. I like where everyone stands.
There's obviously one unit here that we heavily disagree on, that being Roshi, because we got in a whole, like, 80-minute argument about that earlier.
This is, I forgot where I put him.
You put him above Pan.
Okay. Where'd he go? But I think for now, honestly, I'll move him there. I think that's a bit more fair. Man, fuck. Man, I'll see you at work. No, I think that's fair, because she kind of was literally prevalent in the meta for like an entirety of 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, Roshi was relevant for like.
I still think he could be relevant. People just don't.
He could be relevant now. It's just
people just gave up. Like, because the only issue with him is that you needed to have summoned on like 3 banners. You needed to summon and pull MVP 17. You needed to summon and pull this guy, most likely along with him, and you needed to pull this guy. Yeah. Whereas with these two on the same banner. Whereas with this guy, his banner was Legends Fest, so he had like ×3 rates. So you were gonna summon on him. most of these units, they all like are the headlining units, whereas this guy's the secondary unit. So most people aren't gonna summon for him. But I think this is a good list.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm pretty satisfied.